Welcome to Azeroth's Celebrity Room Challenge. This is the newest decor contest from WOWKEA, our second contest, and our 6 judges are standing by to review our top submissions. But first, what is the Azeroth Celebrity Room Challenge? We have tasked our community with creating a room, just one room, not a whole house, for a specific Azerothian NPC, lore character, or quest giver of their choice. To judge our submissions, we have our WOWKEA community moderators, and we did introductions last time, but to refresh your memories, we'll do a quick rundown of our roster. And before we start off, I'm aware that the audio quality of this recording is a little rough. I'm sorry for that, but I know what to fix for next time. So, without further ado, let's meet our judges. Starting with Zeal. Hello, Zeal.
Hey, hello, I'm Zeal.
How excited are you to judge this contest?
I took a peek at some of the submissions in the channel, and they're just clearly playing a different game than I am. I made a cool house. Nothing like this, though.
I mean, I think last time we saw some incredible stuff. This time I'm even more blown away. Everyone's housing skills have advanced tremendously since our last contest. So I can't wait to see what happens in the next one. But first, tell me, Zeal, what World of Warcraft character would you design a room for if you were doing this contest?
Oh, if she was still alive, it would be Ricecakes, but sadly, R.I.P. in peace. So instead, I'll go with my Heroes of the Storm first main, which is Rhaegar Earth Fury. Yeah, he'd probably have like a cool arena pit house. You know, him and his buds, just throwing a couple back.
That sounds awesome. Let's do some PvP in there. Next, I will ask Foxes, what NPC would you build a room for?
Hello. I think if I were to build a room, I would make an office for Reno Jackson. And by that, what I mean is I would make a frat house of a room which has a dragon bed underside of it.
Hell yeah. That's incredible. I think you should do that. Let's go to Mexico. Mexico, what NPC would you build a room for?
I think I would pick one of my favorite Horde characters, Sourfang. I love the classic orc aesthetic. I think you could do some really cool stuff. I think that's who I would.
Okay. And what about you, Fledge? Who's your pick?
Oh, well, my serious answer here is going to be Vanessa Van Cleef. I would make a poison cabinet and planning room for her.
Love her.
My non-serious answer would be the Tide Sage Brother Pike, and it's just filled up with mail from all the obligations he's been avoiding.
That's Tide Sage humor right there. Moog, you are last. Who would you pick?
I mean, okay, I'll sound biased, but I would probably do a Pandaren.
Okay.
Let's just say Lily.
Lily, let's go.
Because I would probably be adorable and full of relics and little things from her travels.
That sounds great. Luckily, none of our entries today overlap with your favorites. So, you can all go forth and build your little rooms. But next, let's look at our bracket for the competition this time. Because last time we had so many entries, I decided we have to cut them back this time. There was simply no way I was going to edit another hour and a half long video with all of our entries. So thank you everyone who submitted. I'm sorry we couldn't include all of you. All of them were so much fun to look at, funny, creative, fun. But here we have our top 16, which, it was very hard to pick our top 16. But here I think we've whittled it down. You can see here that we will end up with a winner and a second place winner, and we will also have our third place winner earn prizes in this competition. The prizes are a whole pack of various digital goodies, but I'm sure the most important thing here are the bragging rights to be able to say that you have placed in WOWKEA's Azeroth's Celebrity Room Challenge. So without further ado, let's take a look. First up here, we have Frell's Skywall build. And this is crazy because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, what a lovely room. And they've got the boss in there. And then it took me a second to realize, oh, they kit bashed this.
I think the illusion of more temples in the distance is also incredible.
The temples in the distance, this boss made out of what looks like a million carpets.
Like the hanging curtains.
Yeah.
I really like the one that's the long curtain that's mirrored on both sides has been tilted inward, so it's asymmetrical.
Oh, the one his little scarf?
Yeah. So it's either hidden or it's skewed just enough that it's pushed into the wall or hidden by something else, and it just really adds a really good asymmetrical look to it. Yeah, love that. Love this in the background. Some good force perspective.
Yeah, it totally works.
I said it before. I do love the outdoor room and like its odd liminal space vibe that it gives to like everyone that uses it because it's just it fits so well. Whoa! The portals, the entrance portals, really
That's pretty good.
They make you come up into this room, so they're not actually starting on the ground level of the skybox room here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just look at the gold trim
stuff.
work at the top there. Like I wonder what those are.
Those are benches.
Oh my god, their benches turned around. Yes, that rocks.
And the pillars are just like so many chimneys.
This is just going to be in my house forever. I'm going to be like, yeah, here's my kitchen and here's my like living room. And oh yeah, if you go upstairs, it's the elemental plane of air. Just don't worry about it. That's my roommate. He's cool.
Yeah, Alakir's just hanging up there. No problem.
It really fits the vibes. You don't have to have it like be one-on-one with the actual stuff in Skywall, but it gives off the feeling of it, and I think that's very important.
Like this elemental aesthetic isn't necessarily present in any of the decor that's in the catalog, but they've still been able to create that vibe just from like the dyes and the patterns and the way they've used the space.
I did not look through too many of the submissions, but I was really surprised when we were putting the bracket together to see how many people picked like a raid boss, or know, I thought it was going to be like a lot of your favorite characters, the main cast, and then you see Alakir, like Mykonos in here. People really picked some very, very fun characters.
And speaking of raid bosses that you really like.
Yes, here's a raid boss I do really like.
So challenging Thunderan's Skywall room is Ricecakes build for Sire Denathrius's room. I should note, this is not the only Denathrius room we have here. People yearn for his return.
What are we calling Shadowlands Remix?
She-mix.
She-mix.
I don't like that.
I don't like that
Oh
either.
my god, it has pronouns!
Is this supposed to be the dance room?
I think that's the Twisting Nether out there.
How did they do that outside, though?
Yeah, it looks like cobblestones, and then the background is probably like the star banner, and then some rugs.
Oh.
I love the vaulted ceilings too. We need to linger longer on what's happening back here, because I want to steal that. Clearly, we've built them with tables and we've built them with trellises, but with the lighting and like the dyes being used here, like excellent Gothic Venthyr vibes. Like for people who don't know, there are very few Venthyr items in the catalog. So everyone who's making Venthyr or Denathrius or like Revendreth themed builds, it has to be completely kit bashed.
The Remornia!
Oh
yeah, that's so good.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, the Remornia is amazing.
The bed.
I see the skull from the Forsaken banner.
Yes.
Oh.
There's also like the hilt of the sword. I think it's the Draxir banner that you can get from the Endeavor. I believe the blade itself it might be doors. I have no idea. I spent literally like a whole afternoon just trying to figure out how they did it.
I'm really curious if this is supposed to be like the Maw or...
Let's find it.
I suspect it's the Twisting Nether, wherever he's hanging out with all of his Nathrazim.
After his defeat at Castle Nathria, rumor has it he is back on his home world, Nathreza, located in the Twisting Nether, to recoup his strength.
Oh.
Very good.
Ah.
Yeah.
The room is built to his liking. With the Venthyr aesthetic, on the wall is the picture of his beloved sword, Remornia. So it's not even real Remornia. He's got like a waifu portrait over the bed.
He's doing the Wolverine meme.
Yeah.
He's talking with Mal'Ganis like, you gotta get over, man. The walls that are like next to the entrance are also made with the Gilnean walls to give that like stone brick feeling.
Yeah, there's a lot of different materials used here, which is really, and they all contrast really well. The trellises in the wall and stuff really add a lot of detail.
Can I admit something? It feels kind of small scale for Denathrius. He's a huge guy.
He needs a bigger bed.
He needs a bed for him and the full size Remornia.
Yeah.
This is pretty good if he's couch surfing, though.
Yeah. This is like his parents' lake house in the Twisting Nether. He's like, I'm falling on hard times. I gotta, can I stay at the lake house? Yeah.
You can't expect an evil tyrant to spend Saturdays in the same place he spends his Tuesdays.
Okay, I think it's time to vote. All right, so we have here Farrell's Thunderant's Throne Room versus Ricecakes' Sire Denathrius Room.
My vote is gonna go for Skywall.
My vote is also going for Skywall.
I'm going to vote Skywall. I just want to recognize, though, that you're so right about the limited decor options for the Denathrius one, and it's such huge props for what was accomplished with what little tools exist.
Well, really, both of these builds are kind of doing the same thing, where they are creating an aesthetic that just does not exist in the decor catalog.
Agreed. I believe that Skywall pulls it off better in this case, but this Denathrius set really needs an honorable mention for how amazing it pulled it off.
I'm gonna dissent and vote for Denathrius. I know I'm outvoted. I think that there's more kind of architecture and building in the Denathrius room versus in the Skywall room, which is kind of relying a lot on the outdoor daylight room to kind of do some of the lifting there. But still, they're both impressive, and I still adore both of them.
Agreed.
Moog, did you have a vote?
I was also going to vote for Denathrius. So we have similar takes.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both so good. I love how Skywall gives like that depth dimension or whatever it's called.
Yeah, force perspective, yeah.
Yes, but the Denathrius one went really hard with what they had.
Well, I think Skywall wins, and we are moving on to the next set. All right, next we have Opie's Mirret's Hideaway, which is using Niffin decor. We've got a perfect little cave full of all the stuff from the Niffin Endeavor, plus other items.
I like the scrolls in the basket.
Love the mushrooms in the corner there.
Yeah, I love the like stalagmites and the stalactites. Like, I love this. I love this. I love this cozy little cave space we've got.
This is so cute and cozy. I want to be in there right now.
One thing that really sets it apart for me is that it's not just like a Niffin cave. It is Mirret's place, and you can tell it's him because of all of the bundles of maps on every single
yes.
I hadn't seen the Murloc plush.
Whenever he can put a scroll in, that's a map. That's a map.
Yeah.
He got so many maps from me during Dragonflight. We were besties during that expansion.
That's some good character work, yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't remember, Mirret is the Niffin that you do digs with in Zeralek Caverns.
I feel like that's going to be a big part of our judging tonight, is whether a room accurately reflects a character theme. Because what sets something apart from, say, all other Niffin? In this case, it's the scrolls.
And I will point, there's 2 chairs because Mirret has a wife. He's a wife guy.
Unbelievable.
Thank you for coming in with the Mirret lore, because I forgot all about that.
That was super important. He was so obsessed with her. I love him.
We love a wife guy.
Yeah, being a wife guy comes for us all.
So Opie's Mirret's Hideaway is up against Tamriia's Abyssian/Spirit Walker Ebonhorn build. So we've got some lava floors, which is great. I was trying to do this before dyes were implemented, and I was trying to clip the silly bed into rocks because it was automatically red. But wow, look at that.
Wow.
One of the pillars of creation right there.
Yeah.
Wow, a mural for it.
Oh, look at that. It's built out into in the sunlight room too as well.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh my.
This is how I'm not going to pretend I understand how she went about building this, but this kind of gives me the vibe of how I go about building transmog, where I have a couple core pieces that I want to fixate around, and I get that vibe because you get the big, antlers in the middle and the dragon bones, and you're like, okay, these are the centerpieces. Let's just add to that.
I do have a question though. Is this a version of the room for when he's aspect, or is this specifically for High Mountain era?
That's a very interesting point, and I want to. Something that I love about this build is how there's signs of every one of these stages of the character, because you do have the High Mountain heritage, but also there's a huge draconic mural behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But even on it, the centerpiece of it is the hammer. So Ebonhorn is a character that really went through stages when it came to, is he a black dragon? Is he just Thorin? What part is more important for him? And this room reflects that growth.
I love that there's a bed like this in there. There's no way that Abyssian would fit his whole dragon body on that. But if he wants to take a nap as a Tauren, go ahead.
It's more pillow shaped than bed shape.
I like how the both sides have the like stairs that go up to like where the bed is and where the little like magic not the magic tome, but where the like little table and bookshelf are. The hammers, the like mural, the Pillar of Creation murals, yeah, really killed it on this one. I think this room really like evokes kind of the style of the High Mountain era Ebonhorn in a way that I really like. I also just really like that they built this like they were able to fit all this in the confines of the daylight room.
It also kind of shares a little bit of overlap with the other aspects, like the blue. I'm totally reading into this. This may not be true, but like the foliage gives me green, and the crystals give me blue. And
I'm reading Tamria's explanation here, saying that the crystals were once used to store Neltharion's teachings for the Drakthir. So that's a link to his father, I suppose.
I'm a big fan of how this manages to put together the High Mountain stuff, the Neltharion's lair area, the draconic bits.
So here we've got 2 builds that are very like character detail specific.
Oh, it's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna go for Ebonhorn's room because not only is it very thoughtful and encompasses all aspects of the character, it's also a marvel of kit bashing and room design. It understood the assignment.
Yeah. As much as I like all the details included in Opie's Merit Room, it is kind of just like all the decor from the Endeavor. You know, I think the Ebonhorn room kind of elevates the decor that's being used.
Let's just say I like the Merit character work that Vera pointed out, but there's also like a lot of like fun details, like the mine shaft wood beams that are holding up the entrance, and it's got a very like organic feel to the rock formations that like it's probably really hard to pull off. So I'm gonna go Ebonhorn as well.
I am gonna vote for Merits here. I think the Ebonhorn, I think that you're right. There's an incredible amount of like kit bashing in the Ebonhorn, and it looks amazing. I just like the vibe of like Merit's, of Merit's little home. I like the theme. I like that it like is thought out. It like with the maps and the like second chair, and I really like how it turned out. And I really like the theme. I also just I think that it's using like the smaller space is kind of interesting. There's a lot of like the Denathrius one using like a little less space than some of the other rooms, which I think is interesting. Like people playing with the space a little bit.
They're both very good. I like the small, tight place of Merits, but I do have to say the Abyssian one is very good, and I think that'll take my vote.
I'm gonna vote for Merit. I think the real highlight for me on the Merit one is what, like we were saying, this distinction between what differentiates this room from any other Niffen to Merit specifically. I think that's like what tips it over the edge for me. That said, the Elysian one is also like an amazing build, and when Dragonflight was a thing and we were all like arguing with each other about who should be the aspect, I was voting for Evan. He was my aspect. # my aspect. That's my guy. But no, my vote will go for Merit. I think it's an incredible build.
Sounds like we're 4-2. Ebonhorn moves on.
We gotta like think of themes. So like the first 2 were sword guys, or Thunder Fury and Memoria. Now these are Earth guys. So now we got some BFA buds.
Yes. Next we have Dumore's Boamsandi's bargaining chamber.
I do love that they include like going into like the portal.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna take my trinkets and get out of this place real quick.
This seems like a place I want to make deals,
Oh.
I was just doing King's Rest, and having like the drop off, like the pit below, is so good. They kit bashed a whole guy.
Even just the mask with like the glowing eyes is so evocative of like what Boamsandi like looks like when you first meet him.
I want to call attention to the amount of detail they put on the walls, because we've really dressed them up with some Zandalari details, enough so that like it doesn't look like we're repeating the same piece all the way through. This like really looks like the Zandalari decor that you would see in the game.
Does the altar have like a Vol'jin face on it? Oh no, that.
Whoa.
Look at this!
Oh.
Look at this! Oh my god!
Come on.
Moisala is incredible. Like Wamsamdi is insane, but the Moisala one, like my brain stops and it's like not even trying to discern how it's made. That's just the guy. That's him.
You'll also note that there's the Hearthlight Armory in use here, but we can't actually see the bottom here because that lead up to it is a ramp, and thus we are high enough that we are over that blue part.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm very impressed. Let's see what it's up against.
Loa Eloa.
All right, so yes, Bwamsandi is up against Brio 52's Johnny's Portal Room. And we shuffled this bracket. I did not match up these Loas against each other.
It really is a Loa 8 Loa world out there.
Johnny is the Loa of trash.
The panda, the home.
The home is
Wow.
really good. The like organized piles of trash, yeah.
Yeah, this is not how I do housing, where I just dump all of my inventory on the floor and then maybe I find a way to organize it. This is like purposely messified. The little one running around. You think that's a friend of theirs? Like, hey, use the whole body shrink and just run around real quick for me.
It absolutely is another person. I didn't even see them the first time. There's a griffin. There's a living griffin. In the like one thing that I want to point out is that like every single one of these portals is themed around like where it goes.
Oh, really?
And there's even some portals in places where like you wouldn't expect them to. It's also color matching the map that they have on the wall.
There is a method to this mess.
That's so good. No, we have to reshuffle this. I can't put these two together against each other.
Behind, I think the portal to BFA, like the portal behind Kulturas, there's a portal to Mechagon. That is just the entrance interior of the dungeon.
I'm particularly impressed by how like they've accomplished some pretty nice lighting, you know, clustering the lighting elements together, kind of interspersing them around the build so that everything kind of feels a little color coordinated. Yeah. You know, everything kind of has a warm feel, which is nice.
I'm really curious how they're making the portal effect. It's like it looks.
My bet would be like a light, like a dyed rug with some light source right behind it.
Oh,
yeah, you can kind of use rugs like that as a diffuser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now we got to vote. We are Bwamsandi versus Johnny. How can we choose?
This is insane. I can't do this.
Idea wise, I think Johnny's is funnier. Is clever, makes an immediate effect, but as far as like the quality of the build, I think I gotta go with Bwamsandi.
I agree.
I'm gonna go for the portal room. I just had so much fun looking through all the stuff, and I could probably spend another 30 minutes just like checking it out, and then come back the next day and spend another 45. Like,
I feel the same way. There's so much crammed into that room that I was just like having it's like the old I Spy books, you know, where you're just like trying to find little items. And I think that the Johnny's Portal Room is really gonna get my vote here. The Loa though, the Bwamsandi one is beautiful.
I'm gonna have to vote for the 171, but they're both so much fun.
Why do I have to be the tiebreaker?
Because I answered first.
But they're both so clever and unique.
The Johnny one really is I'm gonna throw things at the wall and see what sticks, and the walls are really sticky.
I know. It's all so good. I literally feel like I'm inside of a dungeon in this one.
Don't worry about tying it, Moog.
Boy.
Vote with your heart.
My heart says Johnny because I love Johnny. But that's
right,
tied.
Isn't that a tie though?
Someone last time was like, why do you have 6 judges? This is bad game design. But I need all my friends. Are we going to flip another matchbook?
I don't want to leave it up to chance on this, I'll admit.
All right. Well, make your case. Make your case.
Yeah. Bwamsandi makes incredible use of the space that it's been given. It combines amazing kit bashing with creating a space that's really evocative of the character. The Johnny one is cool and all, but it's also meant to be deliberately cluttered and just kind of assault the eye with everything, which is good. I just feel like it doesn't give off as unified a theme in that sense as the Bwamsandi one.
I just like that there's a method to the madness, though. I really like it. It feels like I am re-experiencing all my adventures across Azeroth by being inside of it. and seeing all the like doodads and knickknacks that I've seen along the way, and it just, I don't know, it speaks to me.
Like I said, the kind of organized chaos of it, I really enjoy. I like trying to see what I can, like what little things I can spot, and it really gives a lot of that. I really like the portal room.
We got to bring it in like a 7th, like a tiebreaker 7th.
Special guest.
Get Calroni in here right now.
Get Calroni
Yeah.
Big one.
Our suddenly ascended guest judge is Calrone, who's another one of the guildies and, WOWKEA favorites. You will be here breaking a tie, but first, tell me, if you were to design a room for a character in World of Warcraft, who would you pick?
Maybe Malfurion Stormrage, but it would be like
Malfurion Stormrage.
It would be like a dorm room that Illidan and Malfurion are forced to share.
Our get along room. I love this.
A little get along room, yeah. Split right down the middle. Everything's like incinerated on one side and covered in leaves and stuff on the other side.
Naturified on the other. Okay.
It's like a dorm room where one half of it has like My Chemical Romance posters and the other one is like exclusively like Taylor Swift merchandise or something. Just completely opposite vibes.
Taylor Swift, not my Shando.
Shando would never.
Oh wait, that's Illidan.
Yeah,
Illidan's the one with Taylor Swift.
Illidan is the one who's into Taylor Swift. That's correct.
You understand me, Taylor.
We have brought you in to break a tie. We are between these two rooms. I hope you're watching.
I'm watching.
Okay, give us your vote.
Oh, man. Wow, this is really tough. I mean, they're both super creative. I have to give props to the Johnny one for creating a space that that doesn't already kind of exist in WoW. Like, Bonsamdi's area there. I mean, that's, there's a theme to go off of there, but it feels like Johnny's is like, it's a portal room, but it's a trash room. I don't think I've ever been in a space like that in World of Warcraft, except for maybe like some areas of Mechagon, but it's not exactly like that. This is like everything from each portal got sucked into a room and just got stuck up against the walls, and I think that's really cool. And the little map is adorable. I think I gotta go with Johnny's.
Johnny takes it.
Incredibly tough competition.
Extremely tough.
Congratulations, Johnny. Moving on. Calroni, do you want to stick around to continue to break our ties?
Sure, yeah.
All right, so we will continue on. Our next matchup begins with Gbits' Mechanicos' Eerie.
Mechanicos.
Mechanicos.
No. I like this way more.
Hasune Miku?
Yeah. Gbits' Mechanicos' Eerie versus Popsicle's Arthas Chill Room. But let's first look. We've got a room that is a successful use of the very bright blue lighting. Like, if we're building a Bastion room, it totally works.
Yeah.
Major props to finding a situation where this like fluorescent blue is a successful aesthetic choice.
That forge is incredible. Holy crap.
That forge is amazing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got to know more about that forge. It looks like...
Yeah.
That's the forge from the Mechanome Endeavor, just dotting the wall between both the white wall panels and also a Kyrian chair.
Yeah, I'm going to point out that they're doing the same thing that Denathrius room before did, which is they're making a lot out of a little. There's only a few, so to speak, Kyrian pieces of furniture out there.
I like that he's just got a whole earthen on the wall.
Yeah, it was yeah.
He's building the perfect woman.
I really love how this Centurion really completes the whole build. I love that the drill hand is spinning. I love how large it is in the middle of the space. It really brings it all together and it creates like an immediate effect. You know whose room this is as soon as you walk in. Very cool. So up against this one is, the Arthas Chill Room. So we can see here another successful use of the Hearthlight Armillary. We have here a room for Arthas when he's not sitting on the frozen throne, I suppose. We've got, kind of a similar setup where you can like walk up some stairs and...
I'm not certain, this is not a call-out post, but I don't know how many people have played Warcraft 3, but this is like the Frozen Thrones in credit arena. where Arthas is like on an iceberg. This is what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but he's like on an iceberg playing like an ice guitar while like Elite Torn Chieftain is playing. Like, I'm like beside myself with how fucking awesome this is.
I know that Joel Room is a pun here, but I'm just thinking Rec Room, frankly.
I want to know what kind of books Arthas is reading.
Probably one with horses in it.
What mangas does he have on his shelf?
Yeah,
horses.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the horse girl.
This is a bit of a tangent too, but one of his best moments, Calrona was telling me about, where Varian's dad just recently died, and Arthas is like, I know how to cheer him up. I'll show him my new horse.
I mean, that would cheer
Yeah,
me
it would
up.
work on you for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Are we ready to vote? We are between Mechanicos.
Mechanicos is so good.
Why shouldn't it be called Mechanicos? I think I called him that all the way through Shadowlands. Anyway.
They would have tore you apart if you were a streamer then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would have it would have caught on. One of the two.
Okay, so we have Mechanicos' Airy versus Arthas' Chillroom. How are we voting?
Hasune Miku.
Thank you for saying it.
That is my genuine vote, though.
Okay.
I don't know if it was intentional or not. I have to go with the Arthas one just because of the Warcraft 3 callback. It may be wholly invented in my head, but if it is on purpose, great job.
I think I'm going the opposite direction. I really like the Mechanicos, the room. I think I was thinking about what we were looking through. It's interesting that we got 3 rooms for Shadowlands characters, which is a thing I didn't really expect.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, you have a good point.
I will also go with Mechanicos.
I'm also voting Mechanicos.
I'm gonna go with Mechanicos for making the most of what it's given.
The Crad stands alone. Oh wait, Cow.
Aren't I just the tiebreaker?
No, you can vote. You're a
Oh.
judge now. You've been inducted.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to go with Miku too.
Okay.
Hatsune Mechanicos.
I like Arthas. I feel there's a stunning lack of horses in Arthas's chill room.
Yeah, he should have had the 2 horses
Yeah.
kissing.
Right.
Yes.
Why didn't he?
yes.
That would have made me vote for him.
We are on the other side of the bracket now. We are going to be looking at Rowan's build, Home for Skitter. And if you remember, Skitter is the kobold from War Within, who sounds like Stitch. Every time I would go through the questing, I would just hear Stitch from Lilo Stitch. So lots of kobold decor here. Love the candle awning used prominently. Love how it's been combined with the Kultiran awning. That's a good use for it. I often struggle with what to do with that Kultiran awning. And, lots of treasures piled up here in the room.
A good amount of not junk. It's treasure. Good combination of Niffin items as well.
Of course, it's a kobold. We got to have candles, but it's very cozy underground here. Love a room that has, custom placed walls, making a cave.
Yeah, I love these little lean-to structures that everything is crowded under. I think that's really cute.
I like that they're trying to push away the shadows as well. Okay, question. What makes this different from any other kobold?
I don't know if the other kobolds would have as much treasure from the surface. They kind of keep to themselves. So, the fact that this is a well-traveled kobold with all the stuff in the corner there.
I guess you're right.
That's true.
I think it's well done.
Rowan's A Home for Skitter is up against Neira's Marithra's Garden. For those who don't know, Marithra is the daughter of Ysera and is the new green aspect.
Oh, good. You said the bed sunken in, because sometimes the frame that it's in is kind of hard to make fit.
All these beds are for visages, not for actual dragons.
The blur for this one was important because it mentioned something about that little altar situation there.
So Neira said, I tried to recreate what I think would be the garden she uses to talk to her mother, Ysera, in the afterlife, which
Aw.
explains why we've got an Arden-wheeled seed in the middle.
I like this angle because it looks like it's a water slide to me.
Well, you said I would want her daughter to have fun,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Yeah.
She beat Farrakh, and she ended up like Chung-Li at the end of Street Fighter, where she's like, I've avenged my family. I can go be a teenage girl now.
Oh, they didn't need to add that wound there.
Whoa, holy moly.
Oh, they didn't need to
Wow.
stab me like that.
So, do we think we're ready to vote between this and Skitter?
I'm going to vote for Marithra.
I'll join in on that. I think there's some parts where I'm like, I wonder why they put that in there. Not that I think it's like wrong, but I saw some like, like the little Alec plush, and I'm not curious and like why the inclusion, but like what the purpose behind it was, I guess.
Can a dragon not have a little Alec plush?
You know what? She so can.
She can, but I understand where you're coming from, Syncreds. Like the takeout. Doesn't seem very true.
Was there takeout in that room?
There was,
Yeah.
It was next to other more elaborate pieces of food too.
She was like, I'm talking to my mom. I can't cook right now, so I'm going to order from, Grouper Eats.
I like that character choice. I'm going to vote for Marithra because she had takeout. That makes her more interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna vote for Marithra. I wish I knew more about Skitter. Honestly, I feel like I looked at Skitter. I'm like, I have no idea who this character is, but I think that's on me. I gotta get cracking on my kobold lore.
The takeout fits because like the green dragons are all about bed rotting. Like they are the queens of it.
Oh, true.
Skitter only has like 2 sentences on her Wowpedia
I'm looking
page.
at hers too.
I'm sorry, Skitter.
She is a kobold. She is the leader of the Quick tribe. That's it.
All right. I think Marithra wins. Do we all agree?
Yeah, I'll give my vote to Skitter though.
Okay.
For being adorable.
I think it's like telling enough that how many do we have up here? Is it 16? Like we had to cull a lot to get to this. So like even being up here is like should be something taken with pride.
Next is Alstra's Greymane bedroom. And again, we've got a build here that's Gilnean and using the Gilnean rose dye on the walls.
The Gilnean trellis as a bookshelf is very clever.
Mm.
I am distracted here by these Ironforge chairs.
So, I was also distracted by those. I went to Greymane Manor to go, why the heck did they use those? They have chairs that are kind of like this. They're not these exact chairs, but they have like that red and gold color scheme and also have the red and gold carpets as well.
Yeah, I figured there was a reason.
Window is incredible.
Love this window.
Yeah, the windows. Yeah, I love this very fancy window next to a mirror from 1989. Like the oldest texture known to man. Yeah, I'm blown away by the 2 pictures that they did.
Check out this picture
What?
here, Kit Bashed.
What?
Mind blowing.
That's a Kit Bash,
Yes,
right?
it is.
What?
Did they unlock like 10% size? How do you get it that small?
I think they unlock like 10% extra of their brain, actually.
Yeah, I'm blown away by the 2 pieces of like the picture and then the piece of art on the wall. It like I can't imagine how long that took to make for like such a small detail too, you know?
Let's see who it is up against. Oh, yes, another Denathrius build. Our second Denathrius build, this time by Mel. Not everyone, 2 people here were very determined to say Denathrius needs a bed.
Ooh.
Oh,
The mirror.
this portal. Oh my god. The mirror.
Big bed.
Do you feel like this bed is large enough for him?
Big bed, big chair.
And also, I have to point out that the Silver Moon rugs, I think, work in here well.
Mhm.
I've had a hard time making those fit in other builds because they're just so Blood Elf centric, but just the way that they've like subtly introduced the gold into the rest of the room, it works here.
I love that he's got the whole roast next to the blood hot tub. Or the anima hot tub, sorry.
Love that we've got fake like water flowing through a Blood Elf curtain to make it look like blood
Yes.
into the
Mhm.
pool. Love that it's coming out of the Diablo chest to make it look like a gargoyle.
I'm a huge fan of also like using that paladin like altar and just making it red. Wow.
Yeah, look at the
Have you-
fences at the top. There's like anima like lamps up there or something. Or something is doing a particle effect. Oh my god.
Using fences upside down like that, I gotta yoink that somewhere. I gotta put that in something I'm building.
They made good use of the thin tallow candles too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, the little window.
Are you ready to vote between the Greymane room and the Denathrius bedroom? Two bedrooms that I don't know how to make a joke that isn't horrible. 2 bedrooms that have both seen some serious action.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
A
I
lot
don't
of
know.
crawling in both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
2 queen size beds.
2 bedrooms that both needed some serious beds.
I think that this is. I'm gonna go with Denathrius. I really think that Mel nailed it out of the park with that one for me. Like the two like kind of like portals that they've got are that she has, and then the like tub with the like water effects. It's unbelievable.
I also am a huge fan of how she did the Kit Bash tub. I got to give props to Alstra for going back and seeing the exact chair model and pulling in like a pretty close representation of it into this build. Like that's really impressive. But yeah, I also have to go with Denathrius. I think this is a room deserving of his majesty.
My vote is gonna go for the Greymates.
It's a hard choice. Like, you can obviously see Greymane Manor and go, this is what a room in here would look like, and build off of that. And with Denathrius, you're having to go with something that you've never seen before. And you have made the Venthyr, like Castle Nathria, to base it off of. They both have really impressive cases of kit bashing.
I'm also voting for Denathrius here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give my flowers to the Greymane one. The kit bashing is just, it really took me by surprise that you could get things looking that small. I think Big D takes it.
Daddy D. Next, we have another BFA themed round. We have Glamorgus's Catherine Proudmoore's Admiral's Quarters, which I'm not going to be biased all about. But look, it's a ship.
I was gonna say
Oh
they
my
made it.
gosh.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's like a ship's cabin. Wow.
Shut
I
up.
love
Yeah.
the colors of
Yeah.
Yeah, and they picked up the colors from her outfit.
Dang.
Yeah, the trellises and stuff for like the windows. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, oh, there's water effects behind it.
Holy
Oh my
moly.
gosh.
Yeah, yeah, and it's built in an evening daylight room.
I want to
Oh,
play Sea
yeah.
of Thieves right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so sick.
Yeah, the like having the water on the outside. Yeah. I really like that effect.
If there's one thing I would change, though, I would cover up the night elf detailing on the walls, because that's what I do in my Kultiran builds. I will take these Kultiran bookshelves, flip them on their side because they have tentacle details, and I cover up these leafy
That's smart.
motifs.
Oh.
But like, that's just me being a sicko and trying to remove all of the night elf stuff. So you can see the tentacle motif right
Oh.
there. Super big fan of this. Love that we picked up the colors from her
Mhm.
outfit. Up against Catherine Proudmoore room is the Nazjatar room. So here we have the Nazjatar room that some of you might have already seen.
Oh my god.
Because this got WoW head
Yeah.
coverage.
What? Oh my
Ah.
god.
Whoa.
By the tide, mother.
This is not fair.
Is the thing at the top supposed to be one of the like old?
Surface of the water?
Oh, is it supposed to be like the whirlpool? Oh my god! I'm looking at everything and I just keep looking at the top because it looks like it's supposed to be like a creature of some kind.
I think it's just creating like a depth effect because we're theoretically underwater.
Mm-hmm.
This is another room where, we don't have any Nazjatar decor in the catalog and we have created it here.
Oh, the bed's upside down. If you ever flip that bed upside down, it's got the
Yeah.
craziest texture, and they actually purposefully use it here. It's the Suramar bed, yeah.
They,
The like tentacle texture on the throne that it's got.
The
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah, yes, those are Blightfire candles tilted in a way that it looks like fish. Yeah. And an Azoth fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
that backdrop is incredible.
Yeah. Oh my god. I wonder how many pieces those like houses are, or what like the buildings outside are supposed to be. Unbelievable.
So GP, who created this one, also created the Cyberpunk build. They have a thing for cityscapes, and they're executing marvelously.
Yeah.
Their thing is that they're very good at it. I get it.
And I think it's also my vote. It's just so dense in a way that looks meticulous and very thoughtfully put together, and
Yeah.
is just using so much of the decor in unique ways of like what's available.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is also going to be my vote. I'm so enthralled by like the ceiling still, the like effect that it does and how it draws your eye. How they built all these buildings. There's so much to look at. Yeah, beautiful.
Mhm.
Really nailed it out of the park.
Are we all in for the Nazjatar build?
I think I am.
I think I'm going outvoted, but I'm gonna vote for the Lady Karen's room because I think the room itself is more focused on the character. Well, this one has more focus on the backdrop, and it is an insane backdrop, but the room itself, it's like the focus on the other one.
I will also be voting for Admiral Proudmoore.
So Nashtar has it, but great job to the Catherine Proudmoore room because I also love it. So good. Next, we have our last two that we have not reviewed yet, which is Aisha.
She's the founder of the Artisans Consortium.
And my best friend. I've made her so rich.
Our last two builds, head to head. We have first here Linian's Aisha's Artisan Consortium storage room.
I will try to not be biased.
No, tell us all about Aisha because you are the crafting expert here. So I guess we've got all of the professions represented here.
Yeah.
This is the surplus of like everything that they did in Trey. This is very good.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. I love the cloth. I'm like in a fucking Michaels or something. Is this what the guild bank looks like right now?
It feels cluttered, but not overly so, which is lovely.
I can feel just put it over there energy on this room.
You can only say that so many times, though.
I love that it has the vibe of like somebody who like gets like very easily distracted and just like puts a thing down, and then that's where the thing lives forever.
Yeah.
Like there's books everywhere, and like the hammers like are just like strewn around and stuff. I really like that it feels lived in. Just like where it lays is where it stays. I guess I think you may have said it, but these flower boxes are made out of like windows. Is that what those are?
It's open crates.
Open. Oh
no, it's the spice racks.
I thought maybe they were the fruit cellar thing.
Oh,
yeah. The spice racks.
Yeah, I'm sold. I'm ready. I mean, we're not voting yet, but
we haven't even seen the second entry yet.
I'm over here kicking my feet. Very full bookshelves and a very like you want to check everything out sort of way.
Yeah.
You can really tell that like that corner is hers.
Those are all manually placed things on the bookshelf too. You know, those aren't the pre-filled ones.
Right. Love the little bulletin board.
The last one going up against that is Cogsworth's Maeve Shadowsong's private quarters.
Time for me to start kicking my feet.
See, we got the perfect seventh judge.
I like the moody lighting. This is something that may have would come back to.
We talked about it earlier about with the Arthas one about the Warcraft 3 callbacks, but this is what I imagine like a hunter's lounge or a huntress's lounge in Warcraft 3 looks like, you know? I really like the owl holding the chain motif for the wardens.
That is cool.
Oh, good background.
There's a good background. That's it. I cannot imagine Maeve sleeping.
If she is sleeping, is it with or without helmet?
With.
Yeah, I was gonna say
She's in
armor,
whole thing.
armor.
Whole thing on.
She sleeps like standing still.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that we've got the little night elf archway with the mirror to make a little.
That's good.
Oh, the little.
Good.
Oh, that's cute.
The little vanity. Yeah.
That's for her to put the makeup on her helmet.
We got spoiled on the seating on this because we went from one room that is like very dense with stuff, with purpose, but also we have one that's like very absent of stuff, also with purpose, and they like match both characters so well. I'm loving this.
I feel like having a bed almost takes me out of it. I feel like Maiev would have a desk, not a bed, to fall asleep at.
Yeah.
Sleeping standing up or sleeping
Oh, an
upside
owl
down,
would.
hanging off the ceiling.
Yes, a
She's a perch.
To hang upside down from like that.
There needs to be like a picture of Illidan she's standing on top of. That's where she sleeps.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the skull or whatever. Ah,
The
that's
horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, is that supposed to be Illidan's skull?
All right, so resident Night Elf expert and Warcraft book expert Calroni, what do you think about this?
I think this fits Naive quite well. You know, it's very like no nonsense, much like she is. It seems to be that this entire space is like attuned to her goals. You know, she's got her study, she's got her desk right in the middle there. She has a bed because like she does have to sleep, I guess. She's got a glaive in the wall. She's been practicing. I think it's in character. I like it a lot.
All right, are we ready for our last first round matchup?
I'm gonna need you guys to just sway it in a way that my vote doesn't matter. So go ahead.
Well, I'll start with saying that like my vote goes to Aisha. I really like how there's like so many like draconic pieces, considering that the Artisan Emporium started with Dragonflight. I'm not letting my biases here. Just because she's a Volpera, I'm not voting for her. I like the room. I also really like that it is a storage room. You know, the premise of the contest was to make a room, not necessarily a bedroom. And I do love the choices of people who were like, I'm gonna make something other.
Moog, what about you? Do you have a pick here?
I like this one because I feel like both of them really understood the assignment and really decorated each room to each character's personalities. Now, am I biased because I like Volpera? I also like Maev though. So,
Give us a vote.
Maev.
Maev, okay. We're 1-1.
Oh no.
Fledge, what do you think?
Ooh, this is difficult. I'm going to go for Aisha for using the space well.
I think the more I like think about it, I think I said it earlier, but the moment I realized like, oh, this is what I always kind of imagined what like a Huntress Lounge in Warcraft 3 like looked like when I was, playing it when I was, in high school or whatever. Like really sold me on Maev's. I think it really like evokes the character to me.
Karone?
Oh, yeah. Well, as a night elf, Maev knows where I live, so if I don't vote for her, I think she might come and hurt me. No, joking aside, I really like them both. I think I do have to vote for Maev here.
Mago, don't do it to me.
This is what I like both. I like both equally. So I don't want to be the tiebreaker.
No, you're the tie maker right now. Potentially.
Yes. I think the Maev room was very good for her character. There was some stuff in the Aisha room that I was very impressed by, like the bolts of fabric and the flower boxes. So that was some kit bashing that I really liked.
Is that what you're voting for?
I think I'm going with Aisha, yeah.
Oh my god, it is quite a tie for me to break now. I will say when I saw the names, because I don't think I remember seeing this one, or if I did, it was very brief. I was just like, okay, what are you gonna do with Maev? Like, she's got some character development, but it's always been in relationship to like, her and Illidan, or maybe her and her brother. But whenever we start seeing the room, I immediately started to be like, oh yeah, no, this is just how she would have her room. Like, it is no nonsense, but it is like, it has aspects of her, like, not religion, but her like the rights,
her way of life.
Her way of life, yeah. I really wanted to give it to Aisha because there, I have like lore significance with her and Syncrad's my main, but I'm gonna give it to Maev.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Shocking.
It's you know what it is? It's the plain walls. And I'm just like, yeah, she wouldn't have shit on her walls, would she? She'd be like, why would I hang that?
The only thing on her walls is like the blade that she threw.
Yeah. Her brother would like come over and be like, Maev, I brought this nice piece of art. It's of a Zinajari. And it's like, why would I want that? I hate that place.
We have moved on to the quarterfinals, and we are returning to the builds we've already seen. So first up, we have Farrell's Skywall build versus Tamria's Ebonhorn room. And looking between the two of these, I might be leaning towards Ebonhorn because it feels more of a space for a character rather than just a recreation of a kind of a scene in game.
Mm-hmm. I was also gonna go for Ebonhorn.
I just feel kind of like an Alakir meet and greet.
Yeah, you're like a Disneyland. You walk up, you take the photo, and then you leave.
I'm Disney bounding as Ragnaros right now.
I do like the implication that Alakir never leaves the Temple of the Four Winds or whatever the raid's called. That's just, he stands there all day.
I should point out this is not an Alakir room. This is Thunderan.
Oh, Thunderan.
Oh my god.
Thunderan and Skywall. So rather than go by like impressiveness of build, you're instead going by, does this represent a character more?
I think at this point all the builds are impressive. Mm-hmm. Of course, I might take that back later, but in this moment, seeing that both of these builds are pretty evenly matched in how impressive they are, I'm gonna have the tie-breaking factor be: is this more suited to the character that is being represented?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And I have to admit, I'm not terribly familiar with Thunderan, but all of the elemental lords like don't have much need for like housing, so I can see why it would be empty. But that that would just make me want to pick Ebonhorn more because, we can see the lived-in spaces, which is, kind of more in tune with the theme of the competition.
I'm gonna go with Ebonhorn, and I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I love the touch of the reasoning behind the crystal, and it being what was the exact wording, like that they're training crystals for the Drakthir, and he held on to it because it was like something his father had.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's such a good touch, and it shows that like where Ebonhorn is in his life, where he's picking up the mantle of Neltharion, and I don't know, it's like
hmm
I like Drakthir, and he's representing both the good and bad parts of his dad. So good use of storytelling in the space.
Yeah, I think on that side, I'll go with Ebonhorn then.
Yeah, I think I'm also probably leaning Ebonhorn. I like the Thunder Ad room though, for sure. I think it's I like the implication that bosses are just always chilling. I think that's very funny.
and like we said, these are at this point all of the builds are impressive, but Ebonhorn is our winner here. So next we have Johnny versus Mechanicos Hatsune Miku.
Niku. I'm gonna go for Janice because, well, the Mechanicos one is incredible, and he was my soulbind. Hashtag my soulbind. There's a lot of this build that represents the stewards and Bastion as a covenant more than they represent Mechanicos itself. Like all of the forges in Bastion were, as far as I remember at least, were like out in the open, and also like I can see like a little like brewing station. There's even like a gym, and I'm pretty sure that there's like a corner of Shadowlands where you can find a bunch of stewards training, but not Mechanicos. So on that note of like representing the character, I'm going for Johnny.
Yeah, I think I'm also voting for Janny. I think the Janny portal room is really an interesting like take on this challenge in a way that I like quite a bit. I like of all of the lowest to pick. I think that is maybe the one that kind of gets me the most.
I do want to say there is a bunch of things in the build that do represent Mechanicus. Like he is the master crafter. That Centurion there is impressive, no doubt. But still,
I'm gonna follow the lead so far. I'm gonna go Janny.
Janny. Do we have any dissenters?
No, I was also gonna go for Johnny. Janny.
Hashtag my trash
Not
Loa.
Hatsune Miku. Sorry.
Alrighty, sounds like Janny has it. All right, next in the quarterfinals, Marithra's Garden versus Mel's Sire Denathrius bedroom.
I'm gonna speak out here and say Sire Denathrius is better and more cohesive.
I agree. I vote for Denny
I'm
as
also
well.
voting for Denny.
Yeah, I'm also voting for Denny.
Oh damn. All right.
That's okay. You can be a dissenter.
Yeah, I will be.
All right, Moog for Marithra.
I'll join Moog. I just it's a hard fought win for Denny.
Vote for Denny.
Congratulations, Mel. This last quarterfinal match, we have the Nazjatar build, GP's Nazjatar build versus Cogsworth's Mav Shadowsong's private quarters.
I think I'm voting for Ashara.
Everyone who wants Ashara, say Nazjatar.
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 Let me be Nazoth's advocate here and say that the Maiev one is more focused on the character than the Nazjatar one for Ajara.
True.
The Nazjatar one is just, literally Nazjatar. What makes this specifically Ajara?
Well, she's the queen.
She is the queen.
Queen of the Naga.
Queen of the Naga. But what makes it specifically Ajara's place?
She's got a great view over the whole city. She's got this incredible vista. Plus some Nazoth stuff in the corner. She's got her map of everything to plot her plots. And a throne. Obviously, I'm biased, and I'm going to vote for Nazjatar.
I think I'm going with Maiev. I don't know. There's something about it that I really vibe with.
I think I'm with Mahego here. I think that, Ajara's Scrying Chamber has a lot of wow factor. It's a spectacle. But I don't really feel like I'm connecting to the character. I mean, I guess I don't know. What is there about Azaria that we can really connect to? She's so like on a different plane of, I don't know, existence. I mean, she's not real, right? But
and Maya is real.
Maya's real. She's got her blade to my throat right
Yeah.
now. No, I mean, I do feel like, you know, that the Mayev's home could like feasibly be Mayev's home in the world. And, you know, scrying chamber here is amazing and extremely well done. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like a home so much as it does a project.
Yeah. We are here at the semi-finals. We have on one side of the bracket the Ebonhorn room, the Johnny room, and on the other side, Denathrius and Azara. First, our matchup between Tamria's Ebonhorn room and the Johnny portal room from Brio 52. What do we think? Ebonhorn versus Johnny. Who would win?
In a fight?
Johnny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lowe's are pretty strong, but he is an aspect.
Yeah.
An aspect versus a Loa. Yeah, who would win?
Man.
I feel like Ebonhorn would get absolutely buried under the trash heaps. I think Johnny has to earn his keep after he demolished my boy Bonsomdi.
I think that Ebonhorn would like enter the portal room and just be like, "Ooh, look at this trinket!" You know, like I'd be like, "Look at this cool thing."
He'd be like, "Wait, this is mine."
Yeah. My vote is Janny. It might be one of my favorites out of the ones we've seen. I really like it. I think it's really charming.
I have come around to it. I also vote Johnny.
I'm sorry, Ebonhorn. It's such a good room, but I'm gonna go Johnny.
Same.
We got 3 for Johnny there. Got any more?
I'm joining on the Johnny. I'm joining on the war on Johnny on the side of Johnny.
Johnny team.
I'm going for Johnny.
I will give my vote to Ebonhorn,
Okay, got one Ebonhorn holdout.
even though I love them both.
Johnny for me.
Johnny. All right, Johnny. Johnny goes all the way to the finals. Congratulations, Johnny. And I should say congratulations to Brio 52, who's the one that did all the hard work.
Yes. Yeah. Shout outs to Brio 52.
Brio 52 goes.
Yeah.
Johnny this.
Shout out.
For our other matchup for the semifinal, Mel's Denathrius bedroom versus GP at Home's Azara's scrying chamber. Denathrius versus Nashatar. Who wins?
Mommy versus daddy.
I know.
Absolutely not. You're right, but you shouldn't say it.
We've got like the 2 baddest, hottest bitches
That's
in WoW.
so
right
true.
here.
God, this is really good.
In this case, I think I'm voting Denathrius.
I'm gonna vote the Netris as well.
Well, I'm voting for Nashatar.
Okay.
I'm going to be voting for Denathrius. I like I said earlier, just an incredible build for a character I really like.
I'm gonna go Nashatar. I just like the density of creativity.
The backdrop is stunning.
I mean, it's a super hard thing. These are my 2 favorite builds
Yeah.
right here.
Very hard.
I would love for both of them to, take home the gold, but it can't happen. They're in the
You
same
gotta have
bracket.
a 4th place prize for now on.
Yeah, I'll go Denny, I guess.
Okay. Counting a lot of Denny's.
I think Denny has won.
I vote Nashatar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have our 3rd place. Drum roll. Is Ebonhorn versus Nashatar.
I'm gonna go Nashatar again.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Nashatar.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nashatar. Yeah.
Nashatar.
Well, Ebonhorn gets my vote.
Congratulations to GP at Home with the Ashara's Scrying Chamber, winning 3rd place and winning a Grizzly Hills Packmaster and a Skywitch bundle. Incredible build. Crazy that it got, all this coverage. So honored that a submission like this could make it to a WOWKEA contest, and it deserves all the flowers. But now we move on. Our actual final, Brio 52, Janny's Portal Room versus Mel's Denathrius bedroom.
I love our 2 finalists. These are 2 people that would never have met in World of Warcraft.
Who is taking home the gold here? Is it Johnny?
This is easy for me.
I think Johnny already has it. It's
This is the easiest one.
it's somewhere in the trash.
Can I make a case?
Go ahead.
The entire build is kind of a one-note trash thing. There's portals, yeah. Yes, it's sorted by zone. But in the Denathrius build, we have some like distinct bespoke areas that are very well crafted. We have the mirrors, we have the bath, we have the bed, you know.
You're yeah, for sure. You're right. Everything that you said is correct logically. However, I think Janny's just rocks. It just rules. I really like it. I think it is I think it's just a really fun build. It's just really charming.
Part of me feels like I got to require whatever friend the creator roped into to be the tiny Johnny running around needs to get one of the prizes.
I'm gonna vote for Danny.
Danny?
Yeah.
Is anyone else joining me on the Denny team?
I'm joining you in the Danny team.
This is tough. They did a lot of really cool stuff with the Denathrius build. A lot of very cool like lighting and kit bashing stuff that you wouldn't expect to see. So yeah, I'll join you with Denny.
Okay.
Consider this. Funny dinosaur.
You've sold me. I'm going to join you.
You make a compelling case.
I'm just imagining your troll doing the business offer.
Yeah.
Post.
I'm in the dino form because I have the glyph, and I'm like, here's my offer to you. It's funny dinosaur.
Who hasn't voted?
I believe it is Calrone who is our tiebreaker, I think, right?
Again.
Fitting.
Well, I'm going to vote the same way that I did the first time I broke this tie. It's Johnny for me.
Johnny
Let's
has
go.
it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Cleared.
Congratulations. Brio 52, Johnny's Portal Room has won the second WOWKEA Celebrity Room Challenge.
Incredible.
Brio 52, you have won a Marvelous Meeksy pack, a Heavenly Regalia pack, a Grizzly Hills Packmaster, and the Sky Witch bundle. And Mel, our second place winner, will receive a Heavenly Regalia pack, a Grizzly Hills Packmaster, and a Sky Witch bundle. So congratulations to our top 3 competitors. Congratulations to everyone that made it into the top 16 bracket, because that was not everyone, and that was a hard thing to do. Congratulations to everyone who submitted to the contest, because it was so much fun to see, what characters you chose, what kind of rooms you made for them, and, there's some real bangers in here, as well as a room full of trash, which is one. So thank you all. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Calrone, for jumping in at the last second to be our tiebreaker guest
I can't
judge.
wait for this Super Smash Bros. Intro for Calrone.
Yeah. A new challenger.
Like a silhouette of a boomkin.